Alrighty. Howdy ho, folks. It's your multiversal medium here for another episode of Harvestella. The last time we left off, well, the game was bad. The game was really, really bad. Like, obscenely bad. To the point that it had, so many issues storytelling-wise that I was kind of going insane for, like, the entirety of the last recording session. This episode, honestly, we're basically out of healing items. So I think we kind of need to make a run and do that. Get some healing items. Actually, can we upgrade any other of our teammates' weapons or nah? Let's check that real quick too. But yeah, it's gonna be a bit of resource gathering. Suppose I should have done this off screen, but also I'm kind of loopy right now. I'm sick. I don't usually get sick. I get sick like once every other year or so. Oh, let's see here. Oh. We could actually upgrade our own freaking thing. We got enough money. That's cool, actually. Yeah, it only takes one siltstone for that. That's worth it. It really is. No, wait. It takes 4 siltstone. That's it. Yeah, don't have enough of it. Okay. Well, at least we're starting to find that item. Okay, sure. May as well upgrade this, though. And let's see here. Yeah. Just slowly get rid of all these, so in the future I'm not going to need any of the lower grade metals or anything. That way I can just start selling them if I ever get any. Because last time I checked, I'm pretty certain the only thing you ever need, copper or silver or any of these like weapon upgrading materials, is just for upgrading weapons. So once I get them past a certain point, there's no reason to hold on to them anymore. Oh, right. Still gotta change out my job and all that too. Yeah, losing my mind last episode was definitely very unpleasant, not gonna lie. Definitely very unpleasant. Just the constant poor choices that are unique to that one area. That happens every time I go into a dungeon. It's like, hey, let's come up with this new way to effing be horrible at game design. I swear. I effing swear they just go out of their way to do that. Alrighty. Like, I can't believe we got an effing cutscene that put us into the start of an area. So we didn't notice there was an effing save point in a room before that. Because why would we? We thought the room we entered originally was the start of the dungeon. I cannot believe that. Am I misremembering that? I wouldn't be surprised if I'm misremembering it. But also, like, I haven't edited the last session yet. Usually after doing a recording session, I tend to edit all the episodes of that series that I just recorded before even starting up another recording session for the series. simply keeps me like on point and remembering, oh yeah, this is what we were doing. And for a series like Harvestella, which has a lot of issues, it helps me reconceptualize exactly what the heck the actual issues are. Like, oh, I didn't even point out this, or oh, I should restate it this way to make it like more understandable. That kind of thing. Because I feel like a majority of the issues of Harvestella, and if I'm ever playing a game, basically, tend to be something that you can only really feel sometimes after putting X amount of hours or whatever into it. So not being able to feel it or like play it yourself. Actually, how many of those effing little blueberries we got? Gosh dang it. If we had one more, just one more, we could have done the like all of them in that fermenting barrel all at once. So may as well try to find one more. That's the annoying thing about that upgraded barrel. It only lets you do things at 9 intervals. It's effing astounding. I was playing Immortal Life, I don't know, a few days back, and they have a similar like, hey, here's an upgraded like production thing. So basically, how does that work? Well, one, it does things faster. Cool, that's actually awesome. 2, you can do multiple. How many multiple? Just determines how many you want to put in there at any time. So I can put in any amount? Yeah, you can put in any amount. And it works out so much better. Almost like Immortal Life's a well-designed game in comparison to this, which, hey, I didn't get any. 100%, I didn't get any freaking cool berries. And this is what I'm talking about freaking harvesting-wise a few episodes back. Just a bunch of items I didn't want because there's only 2 types of harvesting nodes and they're just filled with other things. Stuff you usually don't care about. So you had to look up guides of like, hey, where can I get X thing? And it's like, X thing is harvested in this place and this place. It's like, okay, cool. Was it a hassle to get X thing? Oh, it's one of the worst hassles. Why is that? Well, because X thing is in a pool of like other things in those 2 places. So you just had to roll the dice and hope you get X thing from harvesting node. It just sucks. It legit just sucks. Like, I don't even know if this dungeon over here gives those kind of cool berries or whatever. I'm just looking around because I know this is one of the earlier dungeons. Like, let's see here, map-wise. I guess there's a harvest node right up there. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm 99% certain this one doesn't. It gives something else you might be able to pop into, the juicer as well. Yeah, firelight fruit. Which is garbage. It's garbage. Like 100%. That is garbage through and through. I cannot think of a single instance in this game where I would want to boost my damage while taking continuous damage. This is not that type of game. Whatsoever. This is not that type of game. So, like, just why? Why would I want to do that? Actually, did I get any more wild leaves? No, I didn't. Figures. Because once more, just RNG. Just RNG. I need 3 things. And that is it. Just 3 things from those harvest nodes, and I can never get them. And I know it's more annoying because I constantly am looking for them. It's what I'm after. It's what I'm trying to harvest. But why would they make such a basic part of the game just annoying? Because it was a choice. They chose to make it annoying. That's just it. They chose to make it annoying. Let's see here. Well, I think that can actually be okay. It's just a majority of the scenarios that are annoying in this game are choices by the devs. And that's why I constantly get more and more upset about it. They chose to make choices that are detrimental to the player, detrimental to the average individual. It's anti-player design philosophy at the end of the day. And that's what I'm upset about. Why would you, as a game dev, try to F over your players? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like, the closest thing I can think of is arguably the guy behind Dark Souls. It's not so much that he makes games in a manner that he's like, yeah, I want to F over the players. He has an obsession with poison swamps. And he's on record saying like, yeah, I just like them and I shouldn't. Which is funny. Annoying, but funny. Actually, I'd say the main people behind Drakengard actually make choices that are aggressive to their player base. As if they don't like their player base. And if you don't believe me, play any of the Drakengard / Nier games or whatever. They make choices in those games that are just mean to the players. Regularly. Also, yeah, I just harvested a bunch of harvesting nodes and I didn't get a single wild leaf. Not a single one out of all of those harvesting nodes. Just why? Why? I cannot comprehend why they did it that way. All they would need to do to arguably change it, it would be for the best. But it would still be better is if they had like, hey, here's foraging for like food / fruit. And hey, here's foraging for materials. That's all. That's all they needed to do. They just didn't. They just 100% refused. It's astounding. Ah, well. All right. Let's try to get through this. What is the point of the ground floor just being inaccessible and we just have this raised bit? Like, was there supposed to be water down there originally, or what? I'm certain we'll never get an answer. And I'm certain it's actually just because it's supposed to look cool and sci-fi-y. Not the fact that it was actually designed well or anything. Yeah, that low frickin' frame rate, like, bridge collapsing animation. Gosh. Like, why bother? Just... I don't know, like, make just an explosion of dust or whatever and you fall down. You don't need it like falling apart. They made a choice and it was the wrong choice. Like most things. Like most things. Oh, well. So as I was saying just a smidgen ago, I am like sick right now. Not exactly certain what I'm sick with, but like I woke up in agony this morning. Pure and utter agony. Honestly, it's probably a mixture of things. As you get older, you start to realize anytime you F up your back is you effing up your entire like setup for the next several weeks, basically. Like it's 100% just you kind of screwing yourself over for several weeks at a time when you do that. So yeah, I effed over my back to the point where I was getting a migraine this morning. So I woke up at like 4 a.m. with a migraine and just tried to somehow ease the muscles. But it's also paired with like I was coming down with something at the same time, so I was sick. I'm doing a bit better now, as you can kind of tell via my voice. I'm still a bit kind of out of it. But like I took some medicine and I woke up just in a complete and utter cold sweat. Yeah, I thought there'd be some over here. There we go. Like just drenched in sweat, my fever broke, all that fun stuff that you never want to deal with. So I had to kind of just like try to decide what I'm doing because I can't really keep laying in a puddle of... I felt like I was in a cultivation novel and I just like got to that point where I expelled all my impurities or whatever. And I just sweated all this gunk out. So I didn't want to keep laying in it. And that was my morning, basically. Just trying to deal with a fever breaking and having muscles overly tight and kind of wanting to die because of it. Like it was honestly just a bad wombo combo stuff. Because when you feel sick, you already feel achy all over. You feel gross. You don't feel good. You add back pain into it, and now you're in agony and you want to die. Like, just everything is sin. And why was I... Whatever. Why is she going up there? Did I somehow hit that one? Did I somehow hit that? I did somehow hit that. Okay, I guess that explains that. I don't know how I did that, but okay. Yeah, I was about to say... It doesn't let you do skills if you don't have an enemy targeted. Even if it's like an AoE skill, it will not let you do that. So I was just like, how did I just toss off a skill right there when it says there's no enemies? Yeah, sure, why not? There we go. But lo and behold, I somehow hit an enemy directly above me. Somehow I was able to target these dudes up here because, of course, why wouldn't I be able to? I need to stop doing skills so much. It is draining my effing stamina. Especially considering I don't have the healing items for it. Yeah, well. It is what it is. You know what this place reminds me of? I haven't actually played it. I've been wanting to play it. There's an entire series of it, but I haven't had a chance to play like any entry. In fact, I think there's only one entry in the US on the 3DS. Well, I stand by what I said. I do want to play it. Seventh Dragon. It's I want to say, can I go down that one? No, I can't. I find it so annoying that they made it so you could go down certain ones and not others, and they just don't fully change how the one you can go down look comparatively. It's kind of effing dumb, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. And about cutscene. Anyways, it's a class-based dungeon crawler JRPG where you're fighting dragons that bring about the apocalypse in your sci-fi setting. So yeah, I've been wanting to play the 7th Dragon series. I don't even own it. I don't own the one on the 3DS, sadly. I keep seeing copies, but it's like, yeah, but that's not the launch edition. Why would I go for it if it wasn't the launch edition? Because I'm an filthy effing game collector. Arya, this console over here looks like it still has some video data on it. Okay, sure. Could you play it, please? Why not? That's weird. Alright. Oh, hey, it's Arya in their armor. Wow. Wow. Expedition Member A. Captain, I think we can get inside it from here. This is so frustrating. We wouldn't have to do this if we just sent drones in from the beginning. Sadly, that's not an option anymore. All of our drones broke down as soon as they approached it. Take it up with Her Majesty, the Queen. Okay, so I was joking last episode how the Red Queen, the crystal thing, was the thing that actually decided to kill all humans. But I guess there is a matriarchy. Okay. Yeah. Quite deep, though. What shall we do, Captain? I'll go in first. You guys wait here. Contact headquarters if I don't make it back. That doesn't seem safe. Why didn't you bring an accountability buddy? Why do I sense a presence? Is there someone down here? This is Sylph Ray 1 speaking. Access to Red Queen attained. Sending footage. To Met ing the Gaia dust is too thick. I can't communicate with headquarters. Oh, so it's basically so there is actually something along those lines when it comes to communication devices. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but like if you kick up a great deal of like iron dust, I want to say it's iron dust, you completely scramble radar and radio frequencies. So yeah, that's based on some, I guess. Sure, why not? Sulfray 2, safety confirmed, come down. Sulfray 3, stay there. Understood. You know what would have been good for this cutscene? Some music. This appears to be the very center of the Red Queen. So we just need to put a nuke here? No, this isn't America. What's this? I'd never seen a material like it. Should we take some with us? Yes, collect some samples. Oh. What is it? How odd. The Gaia dust is not as dense around here for some reason. Why would you take your helmet off, Arya? That's really stupid. Why would you do that? Like, dude, it is really dumb. We already knew it was Arya. It's the same outfit she was in when we found her. She didn't need to do a reveal. This is stupid. But Captain, it's still Gaia dust. I don't want to look at it through the glass. I need to see it with my own eyes. No, you can take samples with it if you want that. Shut up. You are a horrible scientist. Captain, how did you become a... I was about to say how'd you become a captain, but let's be honest, it's nepotism. Is this the Astrum cell? Sure, why not? Oh, hey. That totally... was dumb. That was dumb. What was that? What is it? That was really effing dumb. This is Sylph Ray 3. Emergency. Red Queen is showing signs of activity. What? It wasn't meant to happen yet. Well, it is. Shoot. Captain, we have to retreat. Who are you? Captain! This is stupid. This is so effing dumb. As opposed to having, like, the inverse colored version of the girl in white or whatever pop on screen, it would have been so much better to have her kind of like clouded and kind of like phasing in and out. Heck, you could just have her sitting there and like mess with the opacity filter so that she like gained opacity and lost opacity to a degree. And that would have been better than what the heck we just saw. Like 100%. 100%. And like, I'm going to assume they got her out of there because we have this recording. Or are we going to assume she possibly stayed down there and we have a copy of Arya? I don't care. I really don't. I really effing don't. Yeah, I don't care how the heck they spin it. It's going to be horrible. But like, how did they get this recording? Did they keep the recording from the other Arya Sue? Did they bring her out? What are we looking at? Because if they somehow lost her down there, we shouldn't have parts of that recording. In the recording... Wasn't that you, Arya? Also, are none of you guys going to point out the fact that it was supposed to be a recording or whatever? Yet for some reason, when Arya took her helmet off in that recording, she saw with only her naked eye that girl floating. But it was in the recording. Even though supposedly the other individual could not see them. Which means their recording device should not have showcased it. We're going to talk about that? No? Anyone? You know what would be good for this cutscene? Some music. Wasn't that you, Arya? Oh, hey, there's the music. Yeah, that was me. We had identified a material inside the Red Queen had been causing abnormal waves, and we went in to investigate. What do you mean abnormal waves? Abnormal wave? What? Are we talking like radio frequency? Are we talking like seismic waves? Are we talking frickin' like radioactive wave? What are we talking about waves? Abnormal waves. What do you mean by that? As far as we're aware, the Red Queen that crashed into your planet is just sending out Gaia dust. Is it waves of Gaia dust? How would it be abnormal waves if it's the center of the thing that gives out Gaia dust? What do you mean? Abnormal waves. Hein, you still always get like a fraction of a brownie point for actually asking the right questions. Yeah. We call the material the astrum cell. No, she's not going to go into detail about what waves we're talking about whatsoever, because they don't want a world build. I put myself forward to be captain of the investigation. That video was a recording of when we arrived at the astrum cell, I think. She didn't explain what she meant by abnormal waves. I've said it before. They don't want a world build. They don't. They just freaking used buzzwords that didn't mean anything. This cutscene doesn't mean anything. What is the astrum cell? No one really knows. I only know of a theory that it's where the planet's genes are stored. What? 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 We have this giant meteorite that comes down and it kicks up a dust cloud of unique dust that is lethal to everyone breathing it in. It is surrounding the entire planet with this dust after it crashed down. At the core of this meteorite, we think the planet's genetic code is stored there. Shut up. I want to smack her in the back of the head so badly. That makes zero sense. Planet genetic code. Shut the F up. So is that how your investigation ended? Was it left unfinished? She doesn't know. I'm not too sure of that either. My memory of what happened during the Red Queen assignment is hazy. It's because you're not the Arya that was in that. You're a clone. To be fair, you didn't seem yourself in that video. Almost like you were more mature and older. I may have been hallucinating or something. It's hard to believe that was me. Yeah, it's almost like you had purpose and responsibility and weren't a complete prick. You're still kind of a prick, just randomly taking your helmet off when you're in the center of this possibly highly radioactive rock. But whatever. What was I looking at? I don't know. Arya, sound like you've never seen this recording before. I haven't. This is the first time I'm seeing it. But how could you have been cloned? It's probably what you're thinking. By some unexplainable phenomena, I must have time traveled into your time period just after this was recorded. Why? Freaking why? Can she shut the F up? Oh my god. Oh my effing god. She will never drop this. Oh my effing god. This is so insufferable. Why? Why is she so obsessed with time travel? Okay, like, I'm gonna go out on a limb. She's autistic. She's autistic and time travel is her favorite thing, so she works it into every conversation she can have. And that is not me trying to be mean to autistic individuals. As an autistic individual, I actually relate. So, some autistic individuals hyper-focus on a certain thing, and it's one of their favorite things ever, and they will always just be happy and always dealing with that thing, depending on where they are on the spectrum of autism. I am assuming Arya is obsessed with time travel. I don't know why. But literally everything says it's not time travel besides her. I hate it. I hate it so much. I feel like I'm playing Bravely Default again, and you're just dealing with how stupid the protagonists are. Where legit every scenario, it's like, gosh, that's really stupid. We're not stupid, you're stupid, die. I don't know, that's a really stupid thing, you shouldn't be doing that. This is the thing we should be doing. Die. I couldn't beat Bravely Default, it was too insufferable. It legit was. I could not beat Bravely Default. It was too bad writing-wise. The gameplay was actually decent. For a turn-based RPG, it was a good system. A class-based turn-based RPG, solid. 100%. It is the perfected system of Final Fantasy III. The story was so insufferable and all the characters were so horrible, I had to put it down. I could not beat Bravely Default. I beat a Sword Art Online game, which has that same issue. But Bravely Default was so bad when it came to its storytelling and legit everything happening in its story that I couldn't beat it because I hated the characters too much. So yeah, there's that. It's been an episode. I don't know how much longer this cutscene's gonna go. I'm assuming we're reaching the end. But I'm gonna call it here, because I refuse to continue on through cutscenes because I don't have a guarantee how many they're going to be. So, until next time, guys, it's been insufferable. I'll talk to you later, and ciao.